Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to use Character Studio. First off, what you'll want to do is click File, New Character, and we're going to be working with the 32x48 set 1. First we'll want to put down a base. This shows our basic character here. And we're going to put some stuff on top of him. So we're going to use the onesie white for this particular character. We're going to give him some boots and some gloves. We'll go with grey gauntlets. And we need balaclava. We're going to put on a shirt pattern. That one should do. We need also a few other items. The background cape. This one has to be behind everything else, so we're going to move it up the layers. And we're going to have the foreground cape. This one has to be last after everything else. We'll give him some eyes. Doesn't really matter about the colour of the eyes because I'm going to change them later. Okay, there's a problem with my cape. Oh, wrong cape, that's why. We'll delete that layer and we'll add in the foreground cape. The difference is that we have the cape with the foreground which only has the frames to be drawn on top. The frames behind don't exist. The same with the background. We only have the background frames, but there are no frames for that particular view. That way they can be drawn in the correct position for each layer. We're going to give him some ears. Those are the ones, yep. And now we're going to start recolouring some things. So first off, we bring up the colour switcher. And we're going to swap these colours around. And that as well. I'll probably just turn this into 3 colours. It doesn't really matter. Yes, he's going to be rather black. But we'll do the eyes as white. Cape needs to be black as well. And the ears. There we go, and you've got a good idea of what we're going for now. But as you can see, the ears are not in the correct position, so we're going to squash those. Squashing moves it by 1 pixel, so it's always off centered, so we'll move it back. And I think yeah, that's correct. So we'll copy that frame, we'll delete the frame here and paste our new frame. Do the same for that. I think we could do the same for this as well. Yes, that works well. Right, for the balaclava, for the front facing view, we're going to want to drag select over there, and then if you press the delete key on the keyboard, it'll delete a part of his face there, his balaclava. There, that should do for that. We'll copy that and delete, paste, paste, delete and paste. And let's just make sure, change his logo a little, because I don't feel that it looks quite right the way it is there. Oh, no, wrong way. We'll copy that, delete and paste over these few frames. He needs his belt, because Batman always has his belt. That has to go behind the cape, otherwise we'd be able to see it here. For instance, like that. That's no good. So that goes behind the cape. And his eyes are a little bit too big. So if we click in the center, we can then squash them together like so. Now they're a little bit off-centered, so we'll move them across one. Copy that frame and delete, paste, delete and paste. I still think they're a little bit too tall now. We will squash them that way. Copy, delete and paste. And we'll modify these eyes as well. I didn't copy that one, did I? Copy, delete and paste. Yeah, that needs to move over one frame now. And we'll copy that, and delete that, paste that for all of these. Now we need to cut a little bit out of his face mask here. That looks good to me. So we'll copy that frame and then we'll delete these sections here to paste them in there. And then the delete key will remove that. Oh, that needs to be a little bit high, doesn't it? I think that's right. Yeah, that's the same. So we'll copy that and then we'll paste on top. And there we go. We've got ourselves a Batman.